Okay, YouTube, we're out here in the shop today. The head gasket did not fix our problem. This is a jug off cylinder 1. The rings were good. We're pretty glazed over. I started honing a little bit here, but I'm going to do some more honing. Come to find out, the injector on cylinder 1 is bad, so we're going to get all 4 injectors rebuilt, new tips, reshimmed. Supposed to blow off. The injector is supposed to open up at 60 or 2600 psi. It was over 5,000 where they're opening, so, or at least the cylinder 1 that we had the misfire problem on. So we're gonna get that rebuilt. I figured though, what the heck, we'll pull the jug off while we're waiting on getting those rebuilt, and I'll show you the piston later. All the rings are good. There's no scoring on the piston really. There wasn't any scoring in the cylinder, but I figured what the heck, we'll just go hone it. And I'll just show you what we're doing here a little bit. I'll bring it. Okay, we made about 3 passes here, about 15-20 seconds a piece. Doesn't take much time. Still got some oil in there. We're not really trying to refinish the cylinder. We're just breaking up all the glazing so that the rings will have a nice fresh seat in there, and it'll carry and hold some oil up in the cylinder. Help lubricate the piston a little better. We got a pretty decent cross hatch in there. We can cover up some of the light here. You can see that or not. Not super awesome like from the machine shop. We weren't trying to clean it up all the way. Still some little spots there you can see, but it won't matter. Of course, the piston rings stop right about here on the way up. We'll go out and take a look at the piston next. I'll show you the rings and go from there. Okay, real quick out of the book right here. Here's our description for how the piston rings are supposed to be spaced in the bore when we go to insert them, and you can read this. This is how we're gonna align the piston rings so they're not all in the same. The end gaps aren't at the same place, so the oil won't travel up through it and give us problems with that. Okay, we're back out here at the tractor. Here's the piston that was in cylinder 1. Get number 34 back there, 234. There's a ring gap. There's not really any scoring on the rings. Here's your second compression ring, and then your oil wiper down here. And we're in good shape there. Spring's not busted down here or anything. All of them move freely. They're just fine. Piston looks good on the sides and everything. Even the bearings feel decent. I pulled the injector from both of these here already. Of course, they're all nasty. We'll get it all power washed up after you get it running right. I'll show you on this one. We'll pull this one. Already pulled the injection lines off. Like I said previously, we're going to go ahead and rebuild all 4 injectors at the dealership. We don't have the tools to test pressures with them. Pull this off of here. And this is a little funny looking washer here. It's round on the bottom, kind of like a rocker arm washer. Help this suck down in there just right. We're setting everything in their order that they came off up here. This just picks up off. This is the keeper for the injector, and we'll take this small pry bar and we're going to put it in right behind this nut right here, and we're going to gently pick this dude up. And after we get it sliding, we know we'll be in good shape. This is the toughest one yet. There it went. I'm going to grab a rag. And this injector comes all the way down on my flashlight. All the way down back into there, and we want to put a rag in that hole after we get it out. As soon as we get it out, keep anything, dirt, debris, oil getting down in there and giving us any other heartaches. Pull this up just a little here. Slide this rag down in there, tuck it down in front of the hole, or in the hole,
Pull this dude out. Pretty nasty. Set it with the other ones. You can tell it rained a lot. Real wet out here, swampy. Got all 4 of our injectors out. We're going to take them over to the dealership, and that way they can rebuild them as soon as they get the parts in. I'm going to go ahead and put this piston head back on after I put the jug on, get it all retorqued down. That way we're ready to rock and roll as soon as we get the pistons back, or the injectors back. And we should have a very efficient, good running tractor again. There's 4 individual injection pumps down in here. They're Bosch style pumps. There are Bosch injectors in this engine. And comment if you have any questions. Thanks. Okay, I went to go and see about putting this cylinder back on. Put the new O-ring on already down here. Well, when I got in there to go put it on, squeeze the rings together, had a huge gap in the top ring, the compression ring here. When I go home, look at the book, see what the specs are on this, but I'm sure that 3/8, half of an inch, whatever that is way too freaking wide. So we're gonna go and check the book, because we may have a broke piston ring after all. This side's still the good looking square side. Come on. This side here looks like it's been hacked. Not real square this way either compared to this top one. I mean, somebody could have filed that when they originally went put back in, if somebody did an aftermarket job of putting new rings in or something, but I'm pretty sure that this gap is not right. So that's a whole finger width there. Okay, it's a little windy out here. Here's the book with specifications for piston ring, end gap, first ring, second ring, third ring, and metric here, first, second, third. We have a 400 millimeter, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the metric system very well, or imperial. We're imperial here in America. And this is the correct feeler gauge for what the end gap should be on the first ring. So we got the first ring in here, and as you can see, looser than a goose. Definitely have a broken piston ring. So I guess we'll call the parts store up and order the $110 set of piston rings to go in with the brand new or rebuilt injectors, which are in this bag right here. Of course, there's one of the heads. And maybe we'll eventually get this thing put back together.